It's kind of messed up to make fun of the Titanic submarine because, like, it's the worst way to die of all time. But it's also kind of hard not to make fun of it because there is no way my ass would ever get in that submarine. Because the first thing I would say is, I'm not getting in that, I'm gonna die. I kind of look at it like the guy who was making homemade rockets and then he died in a homemade rocket accident. It's like, you know, I mean, there's a lot of reasons that I'm not building rockets in my backyard. One of them is that I have no expertise. One of them is that I have no interest. But, like, definitely up there is the fact that I would probably get myself killed. I don't even, and like, I know I'm resisting the temptation to just jump in and, like, because I don't believe in karma, but, like, simultaneously, like, I don't think it's cool to, like, make fun of these people that are probably dying in the submarine. I just think, like, I don't think the universe is going to punish you for doing it, but I just wouldn't feel like a good guy for saying it. But simultaneously, I'm like, brother, as soon as they pulled out the Logitech controller and said, this is how we drive the submarine, like, my ass is not getting in that.
Service. An experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign?
The Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea. It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of. And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components.
I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
You didn't even go first party? I got nothing against Logitech. I have a Logitech keyboard and mouse. Generally speaking, I have positive interactions with the brand, but, like, not in a submarine. I want that shit to be made by, like, you know, Boeing or Westinghouse or something like that. I don't want the hoary arcade stick controlling the Titanic submarine. And they weld you in there too. It's crazy. And then the extra wrinkle that, like, the only other submarine on Earth that can get to that depth is owned by Gabe Newell. It's quite the story. You would not catch my ass getting in the submarine. You can only drive with the Taiko no Tatsujin drums, man. And his sub looks so much better. It has, like, a window and everything. And I'm guessing he didn't buy, like, the stuff that he needed at Camping World. Or Camper World, sorry. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Like, sometimes being disinterested actually has, like, a lot of value. I don't need to go down there and see the Titanic. What am I expecting to see? It's sunk. Like, I get that it would be, if the Titanic was on land, I would go to the museum and be like, whoa, that's crazy. But I would not dive, you know, thousands of meters. Maybe it's not thousands of meters, but I don't know how far down it is. It's far enough down. I saw the infographic that was like, the pressure down here is so high that it can, like, turn a tungsten cube into, like, a single grain of sand. 12,500 feet. I'm going to stop you right there. I don't know what that means. 12,500 feet. That's 2,800 meters. 2,800 meters. That's pretty far. That's pretty... No shot, dude. It's actually 3,800? I mean... What's the depth where, like, if you don't have equipment, the pressure kills you, assuming you could breathe underwater? Like 100 feet, maybe? Maybe less? 25 feet? I guess you can't really look at that. That's like being in an airplane and being like 30,000 feet. Bro, humans die if they fall from like 15 feet. You'll never catch me going 30,000 feet in the air. Good one. Maybe all airplanes should just fly 15 feet above the ground. This is lies. I've been on 80-foot dives. Okay, either way, it's like, it's not very far down relative to the submarine. I guess that's why you need a submarine to begin with. Why do planes go so high? The air is thinner, so it takes less fuel to generate velocity at that height. Also, the higher you go, the more you're aided by the rotation of the Earth. Like if you fly closer to the ground, like the airplane's doing all the work to travel, but if you fly higher up in the air, the Earth is doing like 80% of the work just rotating underneath you. Should have stopped talking. Wait, that's not true? It sounds true. This is like on Jeopardy when they get the last name of the person right, but then they say the first name, but the first name is wrong, so they get it wrong. It'd be like, he wrote The Old Man in the Sea while drunk on Cuba Libres. Beep beep. James, who is Ingmar Hemingway? Ooh. No, that's incorrect. Jennifer, who is Hemingway? That's correct. You guys think that Zion Williamson is going to get traded to the Charlotte Bobcats? Are they? They're not the Bobcats anymore. I'm on antiquated knowledge, aren't I? They're the Hornets again. Have you heard the Zion allegations? I heard that he's conceived a child with an adult film star, but is also involved in interactions with other women who may also be involved in the adult film industry. And then the one that he conceived the child with has filmed them having intercourse, and she's threatening to release the video. But I think that maybe this is all I know. I think that she's working on antiquated knowledge. She said she's going to destroy his career by releasing the video. It's 2023. It honestly could only elevate someone's career at this point. It does, and why should it destroy his career playing basketball? Oh, now that I know that the guy who's famous for shooting the round ball into the round hoop also has intercourse, like he can't play basketball anymore? I don't know. What if he's bad at it? I mean, I don't want to say who cares, but like it's none of your business. It's a little embarrassing, I guess, but he can still play basketball. What if they're not married? Well, that's not acceptable, but I think it's too late for that. Oh. Just say you JO'd to it, you pervert. What are you talking about? I've only seen this on Twitter. I've never sought out other sources. I did have a great idea for a sketch, though, for the sketch comedy show. What if you turned the top 20 tags on Pornhub into like the Premier League? And then every year, the bottom 3 tags got relegated, and then like 21 through 23 got promoted, and the ones in the Premier League were considered like normal fetishes, and you could not be called a pervert for engaging in those fetishes and enjoying them. But then once you get down from 21 to 40, it's like a little bit degenerate, and then from like 41 to 60, I mean, those are like 70-person stadiums that have like huge puddles in them where the soccer ball loses all of its momentum and stuff like that. I thought that image popped into my head, and I was like, that's a great bit, man. Because honestly, I think my knowledge, like my understanding of the fetish Premier League is like antiquated. Like I'm still out here thinking like Nottingham Forest is like the best team in the league. I'm still out here thinking that like hentai makes you a degenerate, but I'm pretty sure that got promoted into the Premier League of fetishes like at least 10 years ago, if not longer. I think that's been like legitimized, and then there's probably some stuff that previously was in the Premier League that's no longer in there. I don't know, like Bush or something like that. It's a good bit, right? It's a good bit. I'm not gonna write it, but it's a good bit. Anyway. Slash marker. Sap. We're here with some family-friendly Super Auto Pets. This weekly is crazy. I'm being legitimate with you. There have been episodes of the weekly that I've recorded where in the later rounds, the round ends without either side ever attacking. It's crazy to me, by the way, Librarian, when you posted the screaming from both Only Up and also the impression that I get by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. How crazy is it that the lead singer of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones was like young? In my head, he's like 45 years old, and he looks like the captain of a bowling team. But in the video, he's like 23, and he just looks like a young dude. Like I thought he was old. I guess he was old when I was young. Relative to me, he was old. He's pushing 60 now? No. Let's run the numbers and see how crazy that is. Pushing 60 now. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones were big in like the mid 1990s. He would have been like 25. He's born in the city. He's like 50. He's 58? Holy cow. That's not pushing 60. You're not pushing 60 till you're 62. Anybody joining me on this one? No? Okay. Chat, what effect does batch size have on regularization? This actually, I'm glad you asked. This is a very simple question. The smaller the batch size, the less regularization there is, because you're dealing with a smaller sample size. As batch size increases, it tends to smooth out the variance that you experience due to the law of large numbers, thus leading to higher regularization. You would expect to get similar yields and a lower standard deviation as batch size trends towards infinity. And then the smaller the batch size is, the more aberrant outlier type results you would expect to get over a similar amount of trials. So close. I'll take it, because I don't even know what domain that is. I was picturing a dude throwing like a bunch of plastic bits into like a melter or something like that. And there's like the batch size is like more melters or more plastic bits. Can you tell that I took some exams? So I forgot you can't say wrote exams, because then people go, were you the teacher? SpongeBob alternating caps and lowercase. Were you the teacher? I took. Nobody ever gets pedantic when you say you took an exam. Where'd you take it? Did you take it home? Did you take it to the Sadie Hawkins dance? It's the same principle. And nobody bats an eye. Can you tell I took some exams in my life where I only knew a surface level veneer of what I had to answer in the question? Some classes you could get away with kind of, common sensing your answer. Some classes you could not. Some classes you write the paragraph of BS and then the teacher, you get your exam back and it's like 0 points and no explanation for why you got 0, and you're like, that's probably fair. I honestly think your ass is gone and your ass is out there. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is the right time to get a T-Rex. So forget about leveling the deer for now. We're on a different level. We certainly need a lionfish. And the earlier that shows up in the rotation, the better. And then I think we sell our deer, and we run a T-Rex, and then the T-Rex has some form of scaling. And it scales the whole squad. Except the lynx. Let's go! And then 2 hits, I'll take that. We still probably lose this round, but that's not unexpected on a pivot like this. We just need to not lose the next round. That's a problem. Or is it? Oh! I'll never had to knock on wood. Great song, though. I'm into it, at least. Good sniping. Good sniping. Good sniping. Let's go! Oh. I was just going to say, watch another T-Rex pop out of there. Unfreeze this. It's tempting. It's tempting to get sell a lynx and get another T-Rex out there, but I'm just going for it, man. Are you silly? I'm just going to send it. Huge. What the hell just happened? Oh, I know what happened. We won. Chocolate? Ah! Luckiest man of all time. Just, it never ends, man. It never ends. Oh. Nice pies. Drove the Chevy to the levee. And you won't believe what happened next. We're so back. Chocolate me, chocolate me. It literally, it's so easy. That was the first time we didn't get paid out by like the slot machine. Please, this is like ordained to be a 10-piece. It's still going. It's over for you. Like, yeah, you're toasted. Do you like any of the other Mighty Mighty Boss Tone songs? Sorry. I'm gonna hit you straight up with some realness. I cannot name another Mighty Mighty Boss Tone song except the one that they made in the summer of 2020, which was like, I still have a dream. It's a dream of the American dream. And then they got like, the dude was skanking down the sidewalk while like graffiti made the lyrics that he was singing. And then they got bullied because the song was so bad that they deleted it in like a day. Come on. Chocolate leopard. Or crocodile. Chocolate leopard crocodile. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. Whatever. You just made me stronger than you could possibly imagine. Alright, good game. I actually think that, as insane as this sounds, a cherry at least spawns a dog. If we have mutually assured destruction on the snipes, at least we spawn a unit at the end. Not everything died immediately. That's a new one. Cherry me, cherry me. True. Like, I don't want to buy a tomato because everything dies immediately. I think a pita could go kind of crazy. And then maybe just like a honey as an extra kind of a little ballast. NL, where did him, me, him come from? That's from a little-known movie called Night at the Roxbury, starring Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Molly Shannon, Dan Hedaya, Richard Grieco playing himself. Joe Mantegna's actually in that movie. Easiest 10-piece of my life. I watched it on Nick at Night. That's where I saw my WKRP in Cincinnati as well. I mean, WKRP, it's got to be, for me, in the late 90s, early 2000s. No, we want bacon. Bacon. It's a top-tiered Nick at Night show. I mean, like, by the time I was watching it, stuff like I Dream of Jeannie was, like, way too dated. I watched, like, a shitload of Gilligan's Island as well. I think Gilligan's Island might well be the worst show that's ever been made. Now, I know this is gonna hurt because I just said I'm not gonna watch The Bear. Last night, I had approximately 90 minutes of YouTube work to do. So, I've talked about my philosophy on this before. When I'm doing some work, thumbnails, putting together a TikTok to send to a sponsor, doing some dishes, something like that, I prefer not to watch good things. Because good things take your focus, or they at least are enhanced by having your focus. So instead, I usually put on a garbage comedy from the mid-2000s. So I laugh now and then while also tick, 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 ha, 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 tick, 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 tick. I watched, you're not ready for this one. If you were mad that I watched White Chicks on Friday, you're not ready for this one. I watched Dumb and Dumberer When Harry Met Lloyd on my right monitor. And it was great timing because they really, actually, legitimately could not make that movie in 2023. That is a movie that they could not make in the modern day. And what's crazy for me is I remember my dad renting it from the video store. Now, this is not one of those stories where my dad rented it and he laughed the entire time. He rented it and then my entire family watched it without chuckling at all, I think, for the entire thing. But man, oh man. No, it was not good back then. It was definitely still bad back then. Why'd you rewatch it then? Because, you know, I know it sounds backwards, but I was looking for, like, the worst movie I could find. And I found it. Could have watched Master of Disguise. I'm not fucking with you. I watched it probably, like, 6 months ago. Master of Disguise is at least better than Dumb and Dumberer. I don't think many people would question that. It's insanely, horrendously bad. Dumb and Dumberer. Also Master of Disguise, but Dumb and Dumberer may possibly be the... It might be the worst movie of the 2000s. That I've seen, at least. What about Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle? Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is a good movie. So what about it? What about it? Freddy Got Fingered is worse? Freddy Got Fingered is better because it's more interesting. Freddy Got Fingered so clearly springs forth from the mind of a madman that there's something fascinating about watching it. Whereas Dumb and Dumberer was clearly made because Dumb and Dumber was very popular 10 years ago, but they did, like... Movies I shouldn't say always. Movies often do that, where they're like, the first movie captures lightning in a bottle, and then for the second one, it's just like some insane plot. Like, the dean wants to shut down the fraternity that Harry and Lloyd are, pledging in. But, you know, no matter, they keep tripping over their own shoelaces, but watch as they take down the establishment. And you're like, that's not what I'm here for. Where's Mary Swanson? Yeah, like The Dark Knight. Oh, dude, I watched the first 8 minutes of that on Kick yesterday. It looks good. I think I might stick around and try to see the rest. They should make the Swanson spin-off. Definitely they should make the Swanson spin-off. We know what happens when Harry met Lloyd. We know what happens when Harry and Lloyd meet Mary Swanson. We know what happens 20 years later. Man, I remember essentially nothing about Dumb and Dumber 2. I do remember that Rob Riggle is in it. All three of them are the same movie, basically. I mean, I'm just thinking, I wonder if Dumb and Dumber is the... First off, calling it a trilogy just feels wrong. I wonder if it's the worst trilogy with the best one movie in it. Because I genuinely feel like Dumb and Dumber... I'm a product of the 90s. Dumb and Dumber is like a top 10 comedy of all time. And then the two sequels are like... The prequel and the sequel, I should say, are zeros. The Matrix 1 is like a 10. Matrix 2 is like a 7, I think. Matrix 3 is like a 4, but it's fucking... I mean, you just add it up, it clears the Dumb and Dumber trilogy easily. Playing like the Canucks. Leader! Oh, I buffed the wrong unit, but you have to be there for that position anyway. It's so funny. My daughter, sometimes I'm like, do you want to go to the playground? Usually she's like, yes. Sometimes, though, she's like, no, I want to go home. And I say, what do you want to do at home? And she says, I want to watch TV with Daddy. And I say, oh, what do you want to watch on TV? And she says, I want to watch the hockey game. Now, obviously hockey's been over for like a week now. I had to explain to her. She's like, is Vancouver playing? And I'm like, no, Vancouver doesn't play anymore. And then she says, why? And I say, because they don't win. So now, like, anytime she sees, like, a banner advertising the Canucks or, like, an ad on TV about the Canucks, she goes, like, that's Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver, they don't play. They don't win, so they don't play. And I'm like, she's right. Might as well, you know, teach her now. Better to learn it now than to learn it, you know, at any other later point, I guess. When she starts sports betting. No child of mine will be a sports gambler. I think I'm just gonna lie to her and be like, we lost all of our money in sports gambling. And then she maybe won't do it. I don't know. Do you see the video? I mean, I think this happened in the NBA a long time ago. But the dude tried to inbound a ball, and it hit another player in the face. It knocked his goggles off, and then LeBron James put on the fallen goggles and stared at the dude whose goggles got knocked off.
Being thrown in and hits him right in the face, breaks the goggles.
Yeah, it was LeBron picked up the lens. Lenses.
LeBron
Or the
puts them on.
shield.
My whole Twitter feed is just LeBron James videos, man. It's so good. It's crazy. I missed out on like 20 years of this guy being silly. They post that clip so often. I've seen a lot. The one of him on HBO, and the guy says, like, my father used to always say, like, whether you... He made up, like, a bespoke quote that has never been uttered in history before, and then LeBron says, yeah, I know that one. Actually, that's my favorite saying. It's so good.
Yeah, I had one coach, and he used to say, put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable.
Oh
Play
yeah,
outside
that's my
of your
favorite
comfort
saying.
zone.
That's my favorite saying.
Yes, he lies a lot. It seems like it, but they're like funny lies. Like he's just lying like for no reason, which I think is probably something you should not do, but is also like very hilarious. This one hurts. Or does it? Or does it? Pancakes? Pancakes? Oh! Now that's a 10-piece! Oh. Known draft bust, Alexis Lafreniere. It's just funny to me, because, like, I remember when the World Juniors were in Vancouver, he made the team as, like, an underager. Well, not under, but, like, lower end of the age. So he was, like, 16 or 17. That was only, like, 4 years ago, and now his ass is being called a draft bust. It's like he's still so young, he's, like, barely able to even like get a beer when he goes out to dinner in the city where he plays, and people are like, he's fucked. He's got his old ass is torched, man. He's got no chance. It's wild to be an age now that if I were a pro in any sport, they'd be like, this motherfucker is over. Justin, I hate to break it to you, but like I'm 34 and I'm that age. You're 38, right? There's like 2 NHL players that are that age or older. And every year, people are, like, so condescending. They're like, it's a miracle that they can even get out of bed in the morning. It's true. Chara played until he was, like, 41 or 42, I think. Marc-Andre Fleury played, he's still playing. He was first overall pick in 2003. He's probably, like, 38. I mean, goalies don't get body checked that often, but I'm sure their hips are, like, fucked up. What about Yager? Bro, it's not this... Listen, no disrespect for Yager. But he's playing in, like, the second-tier Czech league on a team that he owns. Like, there's a difference between being, like, a 48-year-old guy in the Czech league and being, like, a 48-year-old guy in the NHL. Lads, we're screwed. I called a 27-year-old soccer player old today. He's only 2 years older than me. It hurts, man. It's the truth, but it hurts. Maybe the truth hurts. You come to terms with it. I mean, I think that people, like, you know, again, we're just waiting for the librarian to be like, you did this bit on May the 3rd of this year. Please, it's too soon for a redux. It's just, it came up naturally in conversation, okay? But, you know, you die like several deaths when it comes to conceptualizing your age if you watch professional sports. The first time is like when the people that are being drafted are your age, and you're like, wow, I missed my chance. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point the dream of playing in the NBA is probably dead, because I don't even play basketball, and they're drafting people born the same year I was born. And then the second one is like people that are in your age are like past their prime. And then the next one, I think, we're getting to that now, is like people that are younger than you and had like good careers are starting to retire. Like people in their early 30s are starting to retire. And then I'm sure the next one is like the last person who's your age or older retires, and you're now older than everybody else that plays the sport. And then like the people getting drafted were born the same year as like your kid. The people retiring are like, think about my parents, and they're not even that old. They're only in their like mid 50s, but like they're late 50s, I guess now, but the people retiring in the NHL are now like older than, or almost younger than their own child. Or like if you grew up watching Keith Tkachuk play, and then now two of Keith Tkachuk's sons are popping off. Well, dude, honest, people are not ready for this take. Because, I mean, you can't share truth on Twitch. You just get hit with copium over and over. I'm telling you sincerely, I would love to work more. It's just that, like, my ass is at the margins right now. I know you're like, really? With your 25-hour work week? I know. That's what's, like, so pathetic about it. Like yesterday, okay? Streamed 9 to 2. I got to record 2 Super Auto Pets videos. In between the Super Auto Pets videos, I had a phone call with my doctor where she said, why is the insurance company telling you to get a CT scan? That's my job. And I was like, I don't know either. And she's like, well, do you think you need a CT scan? And I'm like, I don't know if I need a CT scan. What do you think? And she's like, well, I tend to go with what the patient thinks. And I'm like, why the hell are we talking? Because I don't think I need a CT scan. So that was like 15 minutes. Recorded Super Auto Pets videos that pushed me like all the way to when I had to leave for daycare, because my daycare now has... they had a doctor's appointment yesterday, which meant that I had to go pick up my kid 45 minutes early. When I picked up my kid 45 minutes early, I was 2 minutes late, and this lady said, I almost called you. You were so late. Lady, it was 2 minutes late, but which was actually like 43 minutes early versus the time that I thought to get you picked up. How do people with a normal job deal with this kind of, these standards, okay? Then, when I picked her up, she was like, oh, by the way, I have another appointment tomorrow, so it's early pickup tomorrow. Okay, so that's 3:45. Like, I got to go at 3:45 again tomorrow. And then, so today, I got the early pickup again, which means I'm only going to be able to record 2 Super Auto Pets videos. Then, tomorrow, my kid's got her first dentist appointment at like 3:10, which is even earlier than the early pickup. So I got to go pick her up, like basically right when the stream ends, go pick up my kid, take her to the dentist, sit with my kid at the dentist, which I'm sure is going to be like torturous. Thursday, Friday should be fine. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like I've finished the stream and I'm like, I just can't muster the energy to talk and play video games anymore. It's the easiest job of all time. I gotta be like the only human being on the planet right now that's like, my mental health would be better if I actually did my job more. You could honestly just do what some streamers do, secondary channel with no cam or microphone. You're not, I appreciate what you're doing, but you're not listening. I can't. I don't have the time. If I had the time to do that, I would just be streaming the way I normally stream. But I've marked it on my calendar. I already circled it. 2032. I think 2032 I can get back to a better balance. That's not that far away. It seems like a long time away right now. Why did I give you the cherry? I come when called. I jump when you circle the cherry. I sing like a good canary. What do? You think you're Liz Fair? Now you're getting the meat bone perk. I love seeing a lot of huhs. And then one person hitting me with a rat jam. Someone here knows Exiling Guyville, and for that we respect it. He said, come, I can't. The song's about the female orgasm, brother. You're not catching a double entendre. There's no entendre. It's just about fucking. Well, flower's more about fucking and sucking cock. Canary's more about eating pussy and maybe a little ass. So many people hitting me with huzz. Go back to r/hentai. Oh, fuck. 1217 duck? Oh, so you can jerk off 24/7, but I can't listen to horny music? Or is it because the horny music is written by a woman, so that's threatening to you? But when Anthony Kiedis says, spit on my dick and I put it in the lickety, as they do when they do in splickety, you're like, so true, Anthony, so true, Anthony. But Liz Phair writes a song called, like, Flicking the Bean, and you're like, ooh, this is icky, it's uncomfortable. The hell's wrong with you? It's crazy that Jesse Plemons hasn't always been at least in his late 20s, if not early 30s. Like, imagining Jesse Plemons as a teenager is very bizarre. I can see, like, a little kid. Because really, as a man, I'm here to tell you that I really think, like, you might think that the most you'll ever look is when you're, like, 29. But I'm pretty sure the most you'll ever look is when you're, like, 3. Because you also look basically the same when you're, like, 70. Like, just go with me on this one, okay? When you're a baby, you most closely resemble yourself as an old man. And then there's this, like, 5-decade-long period in the middle where it's like a different guy. Whoa, who's this guy? He got a lot taller, his bones and muscles kind of shifted positions and stuff like that. Not everyone ends up bald. Not everyone, but probably you. Me, obviously, that's not even up for discussion, but probably you. No, the baldness gene is passed down on the X chromosome, and my mom's dad's brother has a full head. He's got a piece. He's got the same guy that Ted Danson has. He's got a piece. You just never noticed. He's bald, brother. There's nothing wrong with it. You might as well come to terms with it. It'd be nice if we all lived long enough to go bald. Shut the hell up, I'm crying. Bald Danson is an urban myth. I don't think, it's just not, I just don't buy the kinematics. The badger should definitely be at the back, not that it matters. I simply don't believe that, like, an 80-year-old man's hair looks like that. It's not just jealousy. Like, there's lots of people my age that have full heads of hair. But, like, it's more just like, come on. It's like that influencer who's, like, 95 years old, but she looks like a current hip-hop star. And then when she gets asked for her beauty tips, she's like, I moisturize. You're like, you believe that? Are you saying she's a vampire? No, I'm saying she's had plastic surgery, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Plastic surgery is a natural part of life. All I'm saying is you guys are very anti-plastic surgery, but you just wait till the shinplasty comes out and you can add 4 inches to your height in, like, an outpatient surgery that only takes 45 minutes. I'm about to have the tallest chat in Twitch history. I already did it. They have that? Yeah, but it fucks you up for like months, I think. Eventually they're gonna make it better, probably. I don't know how. It's not my domain. It's 2-year recovery time? Holy cow, dude. That's crazy. I'm so glad that I was just genetically born with the perfect height. 5'9.5". So I've never felt the need to get something like that. If anything, I've got like half an inch to spare. Around. Oh. I'm 6'3". I wish I were a little shorter sometimes. I think that's fair. Like, I'll just be honest with you. I've never in my life... I mean, I've been on airplanes, and there have been times where I've been like, I wish I had more legroom. But I've never been, like, in pain on an airplane. But I also think there is an element of that is not being very tall, obviously. But I also feel another element of that is that people have had it too good for too long and they just complain about everything. Like, there's definitely people shorter than me that complain about leg room every time they fly. One of my favorite go-to bits. It's not anti-American. Lots of people are saying it's anti-American. There's probably other people like this in the world as well. But it's Americans, when you ask them to take a 20-hour drive, sure, brother, just let me go to the bathroom first. Americans, when you ask them to take a 3-hour flight, no! When we were in Alaska, we went on a very, very small hike, and there was a man coming down from the top of the mountain, and he was having a conversation with another person. They were crossing each other's paths. She was like, "Did you just come down from the top of the mountain?" And he said, "Yeah, I have a 3-hour flight later, so I wanted to stretch my legs." And at first I laughed, and then I was like, 3 hours? This, like... No disrespect, but it's nothing. You lose the whole day with a 3-hour flight? You literally don't. NL, I added cardio to my gym routine instead of solely lifting weights, and I gotta say you were right. Well, it's funny, like you added peanut butter to your chocolate, I added chocolate to my peanut butter. After like a year and a half of just doing cardio, I added weights to my cardio, and I'm like, whoa, people are right. This is like a lot of fun. No! What was he right about? Young men undervalue cardio. For some reason, I think that what they tell themselves is that it's catabolic and they want to get huge, so like cardio equals bad. But actually the way I look at it is cardio is like a different kind of exercise because it requires the mental toughness to like enter a state of meditation for 90 minutes. And honestly, people who... it's this people who train themselves to have like 45 seconds or a minute of rigorous exercise and then a minute or 2-minute break in between sets. It's a very different load on the system than it is to hop on the exercise bike for an hour and just grind it out without doing any intervals or something like that. So I think, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying that I think right now there's some cardio arbitrage. People, in my opinion, they underrate the mental and possibly also the physical benefits of cardio because it can be boring. But you know what's funny is people are like, yeah, it's boring. That's why we win these. They're like, cardio is boring. I can't stick to it. And I'm like, well, why are you the same people in chat that when I tell you how I work out and I've got like 1,700 workouts done on the Peloton, you're like, oh, why don't you just watch Netflix instead? Maybe because watching Netflix is boring as shit and that's why you can't keep your routine. I got it solved. I solved it. I tell you my solution and you're like, well, why don't you just fuck with your solution? Because I got the right answer already. For me, at least. You should totally be able to watch Netflix on the Peloton, though. You're not watching Netflix, you're biking. You can have an iPad or something. You can hook up an iPad or a television in the room. You can watch Netflix if you want. I'm just saying, when it comes to the output, I'm going to cook your ass. Can't you do both? Yeah, I guess in the 100-meter dash, why doesn't Usain Bolt just put some Bluetooth earbuds in and like listen to a podcast while he's in the Olympics? It's not a competition, old ass. We're trying to get healthy. Are you trying to get healthy or are you trying to watch as much Netflix as possible when you're doing other shit? It's just not my... It's not an ambition for me. Why not both? Because it's going to distract you during your workout when you should be focusing on your workout. You can do both. Just stop telling me how to do mine when it's working out fine for me. It's torture? It's not torture. You're just weak. Our granddads that were going over and dying to save the world would have killed to spend 90 minutes a day on the exercise bike. You think they would have been like, oh, but I want to be on my phone at the same time? When they were all in the fetal position in the trenches, begging for like a can of old-ass fish or something like that just to keep the demons away for 2 minutes, they would have killed for a 30-minute Emma Lovewell 90s rock ride. Can you pick a volume and stick with it? Can you pick my ass and kiss it? Old ass. Phil Collins said he watches your videos. I honestly, I feel bad for Phil Collins then, because I've said some things about Phil Collins' work. I'm not really qualified to speak about Genesis, really. And I love some of his solo stuff. I think maybe In the Air Tonight is extremely overplayed, but something like Susudio, of course, I'm into it, but I'm very not into the Tarzan soundtrack. I think that the Disney soundtrack that you're in love with is very much a product of when you were born. I was born too early to be in love with the Tarzan soundtrack. I'm in love with the Aladdin soundtrack. I was in love with the Lion King soundtrack for a long time. Kind of washed out around, yes! Kind of washed out around Quasimodo. Hang on, can we still do this? Oh, we can still do this. That was a huge win. So for me, the Tarzan soundtrack is just, it's not my tempo. And in particular, and feel free to shoot the messenger. A lot of people say don't shoot the messenger. I'm not in charge of that. The one in front of the gun lives forever. You'll Be in My Heart, hate it. Not interested in it as a song. Strangers Like Me, it's okay. I'm not anti-Strangers Like Me. I'll at least tolerate it. But You'll Be in My Heart is not my tempo. Please. No, he's too strong. Oh! Okay, well played. We still got to 9, though. Also, I was realizing it's been a long time since I've seen Tarzan. And I only saw it once on a bus. Tarzan lives in the jungle. Was there like a boat accident where he was a baby and he washed up on the shore and then he was raised by like panthers or something like that? Is that correct? Yes, okay. He's living in the jungle. He's by gorillas. Okay, so he's being raised by gorillas. But then he's just chilling in the jungle with his parents, who are either panthers or gorillas. And then, like, people from England come. And they're like, hey, Tarzan, come back to England? And he's like, And they're like, if you don't come back to England, we'll shoot you. And then, like, one of the gorillas is like, no! And I think I'm getting it confused with Planet of the Apes. That's Planet of the Apes. They come to the forest to kill the gorillas. What's Tarzan doing, though? He's like C-3PO, helping the Ewoks fight off the colonialists. That's exactly true? Okay. A lot of people are saying I don't know anything about Tarzan. Seems like I know just about everything that there is. George of the Jungle? Yeah, George of the Jungle is like, it's like Tarzan but a comedy. It's like the Gilligan's Island to Lost comparison. But he always swings into a tree. But he's so jacked that he leaves like a human-shaped indentation on the tree. I remember in like 8th grade, my parents sent me with my next door... Well, okay, my next door neighbor was going to Christian Bible camp. And I think that my parents just needed like... It's summer vacation. They got to find something for me to do, right? So they were like, go with your friend to Christian Bible camp. I always remember like every morning we watched George of the Jungle. And people were laughing it up. And then we would go play in like outside with like a slip and slide for like an hour. And then they would come in and read us like a little bit of the Bible. And that was boring as hell. We were like, take me back to George of the Jungle, man. Let me get this straight. You turned his wife into a pillar of salt? What does this have to do with the Veggie Tales? I don't understand. George of the Jungle and Tarzan aren't the same thing? I'm pretty sure that George of the Jungle is a parody of Tarzan. Other way around? Come on. I still think the hawk can go hard. It's also got a hot redhead in it. You remember too much about George of the Jungle. The age at which you're watching George of the Jungle is so far before the age in which you should be acknowledging the hotness of whatever you're attracted to. Then, when you're like 25, you put the movie on that you loved when you were a kid, and you're like, holy cow, Mary Swanson's a damn hottie. I didn't realize that as a kid. I thought she was just like a lady. Okay, old ass. You can't just call me old ass in every situation. It was Leslie Mann. Are you stupid? Leslie Mann does not play Mary Swanson. Leslie Mann plays the love interest in The Cable Guy with Matthew Broderick. The one from Dumb and Dumber is named... I know her name. She married Jim Carrey after the movie came out, but then they got divorced. It was very sad. Holly Swanson. Lauren Holly. And they were roommates. That's right, Lauren Holly. Thomas Hayden Church was great as the villain. He's not Thomas Hayden Church, isn't the villain in Dumb and Dumber. What are you talking about? You guys are crazy. I have no idea who played the villain, but it was not Thomas Hayden Sideways Spider-Man 3 Church. That was from George of the Jungle. Okay, never mind. You're probably right about that. I don't remember. Dumb and Dumber is an awful movie. Is it possible that you just don't enjoy cerebral humor? Like when the lady says she's from Austria and Jim Carrey as Lloyd Christmas says, Austria, huh? Throw another shrimp on the Barbie? Is it possible you just didn't understand the joke? He got me. The only thing I know about Modest Mouse is my mom's ex-boyfriend loved them and he turned out to be a cocaine addict. Okay, well, like, lots of people abuse drugs. Most of the people who abuse drugs listen to bad music, probably. So, if anything, you shouldn't be drawing, like, a parallel between those two unrelated things. It's not Isaac Brock's fault that your mom's ex-boyfriend abused cocaine, okay? It's Ronald Reagan's fault, I think. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but I knew it would get lots of upvotes, so I said it. Who's the Canadian version of Ronald Reagan? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know. There's a lot. It's hard to draw the parallels across so many different data points. No. Rob Ford is definitely the analog to a different American president. And I'll let you insert your own biases to find it. Yeah, dude, it's probably Brian Mulroney. I think that is the correct answer. Similar political ideologies, similar legacies of either being beloved or very contentious. That sounds like the analog to me. Also, it's great because it's one of like the 7 Canadian prime ministers I can actually name. They should just rename Canada to Quebec and then move the capital to Montreal. Honestly, sure, why not? I don't know. I've heard worse ideas. You could just about rename the country to anything and move the capital anywhere, and I wouldn't care. No disrespect to Ottawa, but I think the only thing keeping the capital of Canada in Ottawa is, like, inertia and the fact that people are worried about, like, what would happen to Ottawa if the capital moved. It's like when one of your friends is depressed, but they have abs. And you're kind of like, I feel for them. Thank God they got the abs. That gives them a little bit of time to work on the mental stuff. But if they lost the abs, they got to talk to somebody straight away. Don't fuck with Ottawa, please. I like Ottawa! I do think that a lot of the things I like about it are related to the fact that the government is there, so there's lots of, like, really stable jobs, which allows, like, cool restaurants and other stuff to pop up around it. And if they happen to move the capital, then maybe some of those cool restaurants would be like, we don't need to be here anymore. What does Vancouver have? People like to live here because the weather's nice. That's like the big one for sure. God-awful sports teams? Yeah. Do we even have like god-awful sports teams? We have like one team. You don't need to be here anymore. You need to be here. If anything, it's like more of a burn that we only have the one team. Oh, right, the Whitecaps and the BC Lions. Good public transit. Yeah, I think people in Vancouver don't know how good we got it. It's not good by like Asian or European standards, I'm sure, but it's like really good by Canadian standards. But then people like the downtown, but like the city of Vancouver proper has like less than 1 million people. People will post like insane shit, like I went to Tokyo and the transit blew me away. Yeah, motherfucker, like 40 million people live there. And there's remarkably little urban sprawl. Like, they're doing pretty well in Vancouver, man. With 2% of Tokyo's population. Tokyo, Japan, bad chest. I mean, okay, but public transit is really good in Tokyo. That's not bad chest. It's a model for the rest of the world. Although I do think they shouldn't be, like, pushing people into the trains. Like, I guess I shouldn't tell them like how to do their infrastructure. It just scares me. I don't ever want to be like pushed into a subway train and wedged between like not onto the tracks. I mean Okay, now go to Switzerland. You'll find places the size of Kingston with public transit that's better than Vancouver. Okay, maybe I'll go to Switzerland where like a latte is $35 too. Get owned. At least in Vancouver, a latte is only $32. As a Swiss, +4. You know what's great is that I think people from Switzerland like it when I slander their country, because from what I understand, they don't want other people going there. So, if anything, they're probably like, keep up the good work. Keep up the bon travail. Does that work? Bon is feminine? Okay, bon. Bon travail. Oh, you're saying work isn't feminine? I mean, I wouldn't say it. The kind of people hold me to a higher standard because I'm like an influencer or whatever, but that is fucked up. I'm going to UBC for school for a few years. Any tips on what to see or do? Honestly, like you're kind of... Fuck you, Chad. Let's fuck you. Not because you're a bad person, but because genuinely... UBC has like an absolutely, I mean, a sterling academic reputation within Canada and pretty good internationally. It has a gorgeous campus that's right on the ocean, surrounded by lush, beautiful trees and green parks. It's separated from the rest of the city by a park that's like 3 kilometers long. You don't need my recommendations. You're in a great spot. Congratulations and fuck you. Say, Chad, say it. No, don't say it. That's rude. I can't believe you guys were indulging me on that one. You're sending me mixed messages here? Just go to school, take your classes, and then walk out and try not to take for granted that you're in like an absolutely beautiful part of the world. But I mean, you're in a beautiful part of the world, but you're also in a beautiful city within a beautiful part of the world, which is like crazy on top of that. Like, people will be like, oh, I love Vancouver, it's so nice. And then they'll fucking live in, like... Hang on, I gotta choose wisely here. Then they'll live in Kitsilano. Ew! Your ass moved from New York City to Kitsilano? One road ass Kitsilano, best sushi restaurants a 3 out of 5? Your ass moved to Fairview? You moved from Brooklyn to Fairview? Where the view ain't even that fair? But UBC is a different story. I mean, it's a gorgeous part of the town. You took the walk to Poland? Is this anything? What's your problem with Fairview? Bro, nobody here lives... Okay, fucking fine. Fairview's okay. What's Fairview? Fairview's fucking like, I don't know. It's around like the Broadway Canby region. At least you got amenities. At least you don't live in South Granville. Another T-Rex! Yes, I'm Vancouver posting. Oh, another T-Rex! Another T-Rex! A boar is still pretty good. We're narrowing down where he lives? How do you know I didn't say my own district? What's wrong with South Granville? Granville Street just kind of pisses me off. Because, like, it runs straight through Shaughnessy, which is probably the neighborhood I should have spotlighted for being, like, the worst neighborhood in Vancouver, because it's annoying. I'm gonna get a lot of +2s for Hayden on Shaughnessy. Oh, was that a 10-piece? Okay, Maine and Hastings is worse. But Shaughnessy's annoying. It's like, hey, we got the most beautiful park in the city and all this land. What should we do with it? How about just like every block has one house on it? And what else is there? A beautiful park, maybe a golf course, and then like 7 lanes of traffic on Granville Street, all trying to get to Van Dusen Botanical Gardens. Anyway, /marker me. Me making fun of the Canucks for not having any Stanley Cup wins when Edmonton Oilers haven't won it since the 90s. No! You making fun of anything from Vancouver when your ass lives in Edmonton! No! Sorry, I just got back. It could be worse. You could live in Calgary. Or anywhere else in Alberta that isn't Edmonton or Calgary as well. Or anywhere in Manitoba. And then anywhere in Saskatchewan. Have I offended everybody yet? Well, hey, New Brunswick as well. New Brunswick is a little bit across the country, but we'll throw that in there. Why not analyze stocks for an hour? Didn't you see Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, tweeted that the efficient market hypothesis is not real? Me buying a blue check just to get to the top of Sam Altman's mentions. All models are fundamentally incorrect, but that doesn't mean they're not reasonable approximations of things that happen in real life. The point of a model is that it's not right. If it was perfect, it wouldn't be a model. Hang on, I got a package. I was yelling so motherfucking loud, dude. And the UPS guy just looked at me like, what's wrong with you? Hang on, let me bring this in. I'm gonna go get it. Yes, I'm going to turn off VoIP and all chat and all names and pictures if possible. This is in an 8-player server, I can vet all the stuff. In a 256-player server, I cannot vet all the stuff. I have read me, when I lie, I have read and agree to the user license agreement. Oh, and the privacy notice, for sure. I read that right before bed every night when I want to stay awake. I agree to have you record my voice chat. I do not want to enable death microphone. I'm sorry. I just don't trust the gamers. Death microphone, off. Opt-in voice chat. I'm opting out. Master VoIP volume at 0. Steam friend VoIP volume at 0. Party VoIP volume at 0. Squad leader VoIP volume. All VoIP volume will be at 0. They ban people for saying gamer words? Yeah, but like I'm also streaming on a website that bans you for hearing them. So like I gotta be careful. I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just taking steps to prepare myself. Enable chat, off. Okay, chat's off. Streamer mode enabled, on! Show server names, show friends names, friend voice chat, off. Show clan friend names, clan friendly voice chat, off. Party friend names, off. Do not show profile pictures. What the heck is non-relative person usernames? Like, if I gotta play this game with my cousins to know who they are? Another sketch for the sketch comedy show? You turn on relative names in the settings menu. You go, what the heck is this? And then you join a 256-player server, and you get killed by someone named, like, Brother Tony or something like that. And you go, what the hell? Brother Tony? I don't have a brother. And then you start talking to them, and then you realize they are your brother from across town or across the world. Many people are holding up an example of an indie game doing something better than any AAA game. This is BattleBit Remastered. I said, I don't know what's going on with this game. Chiblee said to me, don't worry about it. It's basically just like Battlefield. And I said, brother, I've never played a Battlefield. The way I understand it, it's large servers, like 32 versus 32 to like 127 versus 127 individuals. We try to get objectives. The end. I'm playing Assault first because I don't know what's happening. And then this is where I get confused. I am going to click here and deploy. I'm ready. Okay. All right. My spawn is protected. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Sorry. We're going to attack point E, okay? Okay, it's called parkour, sweetheart. War is hell, dude. Get owns. Okay, there's the first kill of many, I'm sure. If you don't mind, I'm reviving you right here. I'm going to, once I die, which may never happen, I'm going to raise the audio. Don't worry about it for now, though. Nice try. Can I shoot them in the head after I kill them so that they can't be revived? I'm just holding this angle, okay? Try it? Oh, what? Like I can't do it or like it's against the Geneva Convention? Because those are two very different things. Is this like, are we at Dave and Buster's or something? Whoa! I own you? How do I throw grenades? It's got to be G. Oh, I'm sorry! You're done. You're toast. I'm crazy. I'm getting insane hit markers. Everybody who plays this is horrendous. I'm unbelievable. I've been promoted once more. Sound is low. I know I want to turn it up, but I never die. If I died, I could change my audio settings. I'm in the middle of like a war zone right now. People are like past the aux cord. Brother, I'm trying to like spread freedom or stop the spread of freedom or whatever. I'm doing something. That's the important part. What are you doing? Just naysaying? Okay, follow your team. I'm sure there's some corpses out here we can take advantage of. Lad, don't worry. I gotcha. Let me get him. I'm a medic. I'm trained in this. I'd like to heal you as well, sir. I'd like to heal you. I don't know how. I'm going to hold E on you. That's not how. 5. Okay, sorry. My mistake. This is my first time. I was... Previously, I was a dirt farmer in Wyoming. Just came out on the last chopper. I miss my family. What if I die here? Who'll be my role model? Now that my... You know, you guys like, you can call me Al by Paul Simon. It's an all-timer in many ways. My squad! My squad! No! It's okay, brother. I'm trained for this. Drag him. Get him out of here. Okay. Get revived. And then... Hang on. I got... Dude, relax. Stop. You're so eager to die. It's sad, man, but you don't even know what it means to really live yet. Okay, you need some ammo as well. I've noticed that. Okay, now I'm on my next mission. I see we got the squad pinned down there. How you doing, lads? Anyone out here need some healing? I see you, brother. Keep up the great work. I got to cross. Can you cover your medic while he crosses? The boys up there need my help. They need my help! I got you, lads. Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay! Hang on, I have to bandage myself. Also, I just got promoted. Oh, come on! The turret is not used from on top, like in the movie Commando. I repeat, the turret is not used from on top, like in the movie Commando. I'm dead! I need to reload my gun. We're both horrible. Let's go! My teammate saved me! Okay, bandage myself. War is hell. We lost! But we captured Objective E! I didn't teabag. I was crouching to speed up my reload. I wasn't teabagging. If I did, it would be hilarious, but I didn't. Okay, old head. Can I tell you, I felt bad replying to Dan with okay, old ass. But I felt like I had to in order to be true to myself. His take was bad. I just don't know why a man in his late 30s, I don't know exactly how old Dan is, but a man in his late 30s is tweeting about like the worst first date ideas. He's been married for like 10 years or something like that. He gets so heated about art gallery dates. Oh, it's because they were talking about it on stream. Yeah, I know you said that like coffee dates are like the worst first date. I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, it's not my area of expertise. People say things like dinner and a movie is a bad date. I love dinner and a movie because I like going to the movies. I get that you don't have like a chance to talk or something like that, but you can still learn a lot about somebody. Like if you go to see like a shit movie and they're like, that was hilarious, then you're probably like, next. If you go see a great movie and they're like, oh, I didn't like it, it was too loud, you're probably like, next. Plus, then you get to have some dinner. Tenet is not a good movie? Bro! Whoops, I guess we started. What's the first movie you saw with your wife? Prometheus. It was a good Rorschach test. Because I was really excited to see Prometheus, and then we saw it in theaters, and we were both like, that's ass. We knew we were on the same page. We wanted the same things from life. Movies that were better than Prometheus. Tenet, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's actually good, and you just hate things that are fun. See, we would never get along. No! They got me. If nobody got me, I know my teammates got me. Hang on, my lads need some help. Enjoy being bandaged. Anybody else need some? I don't think so. I've stopped your bleeding. I'm in trouble. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm bleeding. I've been domed. I don't even know where the shots are coming from. I guess they can't give you a kill feed, because then you would just come back to life and kill them. Z me, please. Hey, there's a quick Z. And then I'll revive you. You've already been revived. Okay. It's crazy out here, man. Can we get some help? We're pinned down. It's a nightmare out here. Welcome back to life. And thanks for the resupply. I don't even think I've shot my gun. Holy cow, they flanked us. Did you see that? Watch out, lads. War is hell. Okay, they want us to attack D next. I am now a rank 8 Lance Corporal. I stood up near a chain link fence in the middle of war. I would not recommend it. It's crazy how, like, in one mistake is all it takes. That's all that separates you from the loam, man. I don't even know. What are we doing back here? Are there even any points near here? Don't worry, brother. I got you. I'll drag your corpse through the damn wall to res you. Think I care? I don't know who else needed this. Someone else has got him. I'm being healed. We captured objective A. I'm doing nothing. Where am I on the list? I don't even think I exist on the list. I'm bottom fragging. Oh! Get low. There's lads behind us. It's slow, but it's fast. You know what I mean? It's got a little of everything. Hey, don't shoot at me from across the map. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Nobody's reviving this dude. He's been dead on the damn sand dunes for weeks. We're winning this one. My eyes. This game is making me consider the horrors of war. But how? We're dominating. Don't worry, I got you. Look at that. Have some bandages or whatever. Get revived. I don't even know who I'm reviving. War is easy, bro. I am role-playing Robert Pattinson from Tenet. Get back here, soldier. You don't have my permission to die yet. Anybody resin him? I'm out of res juice. I sense them. I sense their presence. Oh! you sense that? It's gonna be hard without a brain. I saw a glint. I got you, brother. Don't even sweat it. We're not losing tickets for something like that. Now, I cannot res you. I'm out of resurrection juice. Medic! War is hell, brother! Glinter! I don't have any bandages. I need a medic! Oh! Mommy. I'm saved! Oh, don't get me! Get the... Oh, no, he's dead. Alright, You should be a medic? Brother, I'm dominating as an assault. Not today, not today. One more. Yeah, jump in front of my grenade. That's a smart idea. I made a mistake. I'm going back. I did my part. Okay, now I want to be honorably discharged from the military. I want the pension. I want it all. Can you take the roleplay a little bit more seriously? I think this is what I would be like in an actual combat situation. One thing I know for certain, when in a combat situation, when they drop the mobile Uber Eats, buy as many grenades as you can. Bandages, secondary. Assist plus 30, I'll take that. Dude, I'm so gettable. Like, how we doing on tickets? We're crushing them on tickets! Where am I on the list? What number? Would I not see my name as my name? You. Alright, much closer to the bottom than to the top. But not the worst. Let me check those stats real quick. 12 kills, 5 deaths. I mean, that seems pretty damn solid to me. Victory. War is easy, dude. This map's good with SMGs. Well. Okay, fine. You sold me. I'll be a medical here. I'll help the squad as a medical. I've always loved to heal more than to hurt. I was going to shoot my gun, but they locked it for now. This is me at age 61 on the back of my daughter's husband's ATV. Last known photograph was me smiling right in front of the ATV. In tragic news, noted psychopath Northernlion has died when his ATV exploded after falling off of a cliff today. I was trying to channel the now this Germa video where he got a cochlear implant. He lost his hearing laughing at a car explosion. Oh! Dude, get to the chopper! Get in the chopper, man! Let me in! Bro! He couldn't even wait for us to get in. Like, he won the race to be the driver. Why are the blades just spinning on the ground, dude? No, I guess that sound probably explains that, huh? Okay, I got you, brother. This is my job. I understand. This is my job. I cannot res him. Is there a reason that I cannot res him, even though I'm the medical officer on this ship? Did he give up? Does he have no tenacity? Because that's an enemy body. Do you ever hear about the Hippocratic Oath? Dude, this is like actually my ideal FPS. Those are all enemies, huh? There were so many of them, and my teammate wasn't shooting, that I was like, oh, they must be our guys. Like, it was like I accidentally ended up at their poker game or something. He was shooting? Well, he wasn't doing a good job. They were still standing. But I was saying this is my ideal FPS because, like, all the interior environments are just, like, gray boxes. It's so easy for me to see where the... I understand the irony, but it's so easy for me to see where the enemies are. Hang on, I got the other lad. You get that lad, I got this lad. It's called the Hippocratic Oath. He gave up while I was dragging him?! He's on the wrong team. Oh. Whoops. Hang on, you need some support. I got you. Why aren't you shooting anybody? My talents are better served to heal than to kill. Can I ask how true this is to real life, by the way? Is this why morale is important? Because, like, I think our squad knows we're gonna lose, so we're not working together as teammates. Excuse me? This guy's still trying. I respect and appreciate that. He's considering going for the res. No, never mind. He decided it's more important to take a couple pot shots than to save a man's life. Take me to Wackistan in the daytime, please. It won! I voted for the guy who won! A daytime whack? I know, it's like being in college again. Working from home be like... So true, I think. Not really. I have one of the few jobs where you can't beat off while working from home. The other one is being interviewed on camera by CNN like Jeffrey Toobin. Am I right? Remember that? This guy is not allowed in the room.
This guy, you come here. You'll come here. It's been a while. Show yourself. Meow. I am a devil cat.
He's not. He loves to go under the cords, and then he loves to threaten to go under the cords as well.
I am a devil.
Do you do anything on this map, or do you just run around? I regret everything. Never mind, I'm insane. I'm amazing. Are you seeing all the points I'm getting?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to... I guess I'm talking to myself. I'm just watching the cat dance. I know how it is. I've been there. I've made him dance myself from time to time. You ever consider resurrecting your brother in arms who's literally right next to you and who you died because you didn't resurrect them? How does that make you feel? And why is everyone so selfish in this war? Man, we could really use like a good recon guy right now.
Are you playing Minecraft?
This is not Minecraft. This is BattleBit Remastered. It's one of the most high-octane combat simulators on Earth. I'm sorry, medic. I got scared. I'm gonna lean dance you so that you know that I was in the wrong. I gotta stick with this guy. He's got some patience. Hang on, I'm farming points so I can get promoted. It's alright, my teammate will resurrect me. I knew it! Hello?
You gotta move away from the dead body so they know.
I'm dead.
Oh, you're dead.
This squad needs medics. I'm giving up. I'm coming back as a medic. Let's go. You're the squad leader. I'll follow you till the ends of the earth or until you make one completely reasonable mistake. And then it's over for you. Are we sieging the bunker, lads? Don't worry, we got it. Okay, now, post up. You don't want to run on the edge of the bunker, are you crazy? I need to get new glasses if I'm going to stand in here. Okay, squad leader. Shirt brother, where we at? I see a green pip, I'm following my green pip. No wonder they have to draft people into, like, the real war. The consequences of mistakes are so high, and then, like, most of it is, like, drudgery, followed by complete terror. There's no way he's getting away with that one. Okay, never mind. I'm overpowered. Anybody want to shoot this dude on the opposing team or what? Oh no, I'll just expose myself, saving your life, and then nobody's gonna medic. Medic just sprints right by you. Bye, Ryuka.
Bye-bye.
He's got a little shimmy to him. I think you guys are right. I think I need a squad. Like, I know I'm the only person in my squad right now, basically. I think, like, I need people on VoIP that are definitely not going to drop slurs. I mean, I just can't imagine, like, being a medic and not trying to resurrect people. Like, that's like one of nature's cruelest jokes. Why make a doctor that only hurts instead of helps? Yeah, I mean, like, what did I expect to happen? I tried. Chibli, hello, Chibli, save me. It's a game's full of, like, every single squad is either locked, Chibli, or it's 8 medics, and then none of the medics ever resurrect. Make it make sense. So now I'm forced to play sniper, just because, like, it's a, look at this guy standing right on top of me. I'm so safe, he won't even resurrect me. It's just the selfishness of people. It boggles the mind. And then don't even get me started on the people that I try to resurrect as a medic, and then they give up on life as I'm resurrecting them. And then chat's like, oh, those aren't even your teammates. That's why you can't resurrect them. And I'm like, buddy, you ever hear about the Hippocratic Oath? Would it be possible for me to join another squad that has people on it? Hey, Echo squad's open. 2 recon, 0 medics, dude. This is my role. Okay, Echo squad, let's go. This is where we're point farming. I got you. I'm healing you. Enjoy your heals. He even said thank you afterwards. Low key, 64 versus 64 better. I mean, it's a little pandemonium here for sure, but I mean, I'm into it. I was having a great time in my first round when I was just running around playing as Assault. It's only once I started to try to rely on society that I started to get upset. Okay, now take me to the objective. You take me to the objective, I'll heal you. I got you. I know you're like, I can't believe it, a medic that heals. And I'm like, I know. I can't believe it. People being surprised that there's medics who heal. But look at this. I'm farming points like crazy. Go ahead, brother. I'm healing you. Look at this. I can be MVP just by playing support. Okay, you guys relax. I'm going to heal myself a bit. You don't get points for healing yourself. That would be too easy. That's how I did it in Battlefield Bad Company. You guys ever realize that Bad Company was made by a bad company? Or, all companies are bad. You guys ever think about how I threw a smoke before I died. I should be so resable. I hit every button on my keyboard. They knew! They saw me res and they know I'm worth resing. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just give me some healing points here. They should make medical kits in real life, dude. This goes crazy. Brother, you're 99% dead. Why are you poking your head out like that? Just relax. I'm healing you. I got you with the beam. Zoop. Let me get low. By the way, Chibli, are you seeing this? I know you're 26 or maybe like 14, so you have to know how to shoot in games like this. They probably teach it in school these days. I know how to be a team player. I know how to not aim down the sights and instead exclusively play my role, which is resurrecting my teammates. I know how to resist the urge to teabag that guy and then rely on my teammate to save me. He's gonna get me, dude. He's gonna get me. I saw so many blue pips. He's gonna get me. Look, this guy's gonna get me. I knew it. And then we'll steal his points by getting this guy. And then we give him some heals. I don't want to heal myself. I want to heal him because I want the points. Stop. You don't heal me. Because if you heal me, you get points. And then you might pass me on the scoreboard. So I'm not allowing that. Anyway, I'm trying to say that I'm a team player. As a team player, I think you and me in a squad, Chibli, plus maybe, you know, other people who are good at first-person shooters, it could go crazy. We could be an asset for the squad instead of a liability, which is kind of rare for me. Hang on, sir. I got you. You're fine. You're fine. You're going to be okay. I've stopped your bleeding. Now sit still. I'm point farming you. You're welcome. You don't need to do the dance. This is my job. How we doing now? Oh, baby, we're climbing the leaderboard. You see that? How's the squad doing? We're losing, but not nearly as badly as we used to be losing. I mean, this is... Can you get, like, an MVP award for just having, like, the best life? I'm pretty sure... Oh, no problem, guys. I got it. I'm pretty sure that I have had the best life of any... I was going to say dentist. I've had the best life of any medic on our whole squad. Hey, does anybody want to take out a gun or something? We're now climbing the leaderboard. We're not in the top, like, 30 yet, but we're getting there. I'm back! You should fly a helicopter. My game doesn't load fast enough for me to fly a helicopter. I've never even gotten to be a passenger yet. Also, one time I tried to get in a helicopter, so I couldn't get in it fast enough. So a guy got in it and took off and just abandoned the rest of the squad there. And then he crashed it 2 seconds later and exploded. Like, the amount of selfishness in this game is insane. I expected in a free-to-play game, but we all spent like 21 Canadian dollars to be here. Smoke up, brother. That's not the smoke button. Smoke up, brother. Good luck shooting my teammates now that you can't see up there. I'm out of here. First, I gotcha. Okay, little bro, you gotta handle the choke point. I'm not built for this. Hey, am I crazy, or did I just save the world? That was huge. I've already taken a couple shots. Holy cow, I even got a hit marker. Oh, assist! Okay, lads, don't worry. I got you. I know you're not used to having a medic that actually uses the most overpowered ability in the game, but here I am. Here I am. I got you. I got you. Don't even bother healing yourself. I got you, brother. Man, once I actually started like a team player, instead of complaining about nobody playing like a team player, the team's been doing a lot better. I got you. You don't even worry about it. The squad is under control. I'm like the most insane mercy this game's ever seen. Hang on, I need the 50-point bonus for healing you all the way to max, please. Anybody? Anybody need some juice here? This guy needs some juice. I see you. Holy cow! Dude, it's the point mother load! Oh my word! They're all heal farming? It's not heal farming. Our squad is hurt. And they need our help. I'm not even looking at the battle anymore. Holy... I think this might allow me to accomplish my first-person shooter dream. Actually seeing my name on the scoreboard without scrolling down, or having to play a game that only has 5 people per squad. Oh, man. How we doing? Oh, we gotta be close. We're not even close, really? And the game's about to end? No, it's not ending. It's not ending. It's not even close to ending. We got plenty of time. Just keep stringing those dubs together. Thank you, patience is rewarded, soldier. Welcome back. Thank you for not costing us tickets for no reason. You're a regular Mr. Hacksaw Ridge. It never stops being funny that in my head Hacksaw Ridge and Bone Tomahawk are the same movie. Because I'm like, is that a threat? You call me Mr. Hacksaw Ridge? Didn't they play a dude's ribs like a xylophone in that movie? I don't even have my gun out. I'm just running out here with a damn toolbox. I think it's just easier to heal than to harm. Because when you shoot at enemies, they run away. But when you heal your teammates, they stand still. And otherwise, like, the mechanics are almost exactly the same. No, I'm not going down like that. I'll heal myself a little bit. Don't worry, brother. I gotcha. Get low. I'm actually the best medic this team has ever seen. How long is it... I'm not even going to say it because of comedic timing. What I wanted to say is how long has it been since I died? Nice try. I jumped over the bullet. I don't think I've died for like 15 minutes. Need some heals? Of course you need some heals. Of course you do. Guy like you, how would you like 200 heals? Need some support? I got you. I got you. Don't be scared. I got you. I got you. Dude, I'm gonna get so many commendations after this too. And the funny thing is I'm not even doing anything. The Angel of Wackistan. We need less medics on the team, because, like, I'm getting the job done solo. Riveting gameplay? Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I got an idea. Yeah, take him. I got you covered, brother. He abandoned him! I threw a smoke and you abandoned him? He saw you had it? You're the medic? Oh, okay, never mind. He's a good team player. That's a good team player right there. Worst smoke known to man? What are you talking about? Because people start shooting at the smoke. It's like a honeypot. And that means they're not shooting at us while we're rezzing. Are we in the... Oh, we're still not in the top. You need like 30-something. We're at 27. How we doing on points? We're losing? You got to imagine that's how some people felt in the war. They were like, really? We lost the war? I shot down like 18 pilots just by myself. If everybody else just did as good as I did, we would have won. Red Baron, probably toxic as hell. I mean, can you blame him? I would be. I'd be like, really? People are still talking about me 100 years later, and we lost? He died before the war was over? Yeah, but if he... Well, that's good, because if he didn't, he would have been really mad when he saw how it ended, probably. Does this work IRL? I feel like I alone have saved the squad easily 100 tickets. No! Res me, you piece! Nearest teammate 2 meters away. He's doing it. Oh. Well, at least it's good timing. I think I should be commended as, like, having the best life. I lived for 17 minutes. I clicked thumbs up! Did I not click thumbs up? I refuse to submit negative feedback about that map. I had a good time. That was fun. I can't play one more because the games are 98 minutes long each. But I had fun. And I think we're playing it again tomorrow. Let's Go. I can't hear Let's Go anymore without hearing the Neo song. Let's Go is like permanently ruined for me. You know? Let's go. I don't know any of the words, which makes it even worse. What about Only Up? Yeah, we're supposed to play that tomorrow, too. I'll figure it out. Maybe Chib can pocket heal me while I snipe. Only Up is not washed. Although I will say all of my Only Up videos got demonetized. I'm pretty sure it's for the Final Fantasy VII battle theme. I was going to call it a hymn. Battle hymn. All right, Kate is ready to go live. I'll send you over there. Enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon or whatever. And I will see you tomorrow. Later.
You know how oh wait, hold on. Jokes coming. My daily life is like, Kate, what the hell? Soon it will be Friday, soon it will be Jackbox. I had to watch the joke box, not last week, but week before, or I guess 2 weeks before that or something, or the last time when Ryan played Jackbox with everyone and played joke box, or no, not box, joke boat. And he was enjoying the joke boat because like he realized that he is funny. But then I don't know if he will play joke boat again because he then realized that I'm funnier. Yes, Ryan's funny and everything. But you know what's better than funny? Funnier. And that's me. Girls who can run and heels scare me. I remember when I was in university, I dated a guy for like 2 weeks. Maybe not even 2 weeks. I think I dated a guy like for 1 week. And then I was wearing, it's like loafers, but like high heel loafers. And the guy was like, huh, like you're wearing heels, but you don't sound like horse. And I was like, what? What is this guy talking about? Sound like horse? And they're like, whenever like any all the girls that I dated, whenever they wear heels, they like their footstep sounds like horses. And I was like, man, this guy is a wack. So I soon after I broke up with him, but this guy sounds like his spine could detect a pee at a 5 mattress distance. I don't even know what that means, dude. But let me just tell you, that guy was like, how do I put it? Very, very stereotypical Vancouver white boy. Like, that's like the best way I can put it. Like, kind of showy, kind of like, hey, I'm fit. And definitely he's the guy who has the bathroom selfie with the top half naked and be like, look at me, I'm so fit. But then like I have no interest of that at all, but that's his profile photo. I'm just like, not really a like he's like nerd, but he wants to be the cool nerd, you know? But then I quickly realized like that is like not my type of a person, so I just broke up. No, dude! Ryan is like, he's like, he's not a cool nerd. He's nerdy nerd. Nerdy nerd. And I appreciate that more. Yeah, I'm a jock now. He's now, but then that was his like early life. Now he's a dad. He got the Vancouver dad. If you were to line up all the Vancouver dads, that are around in his age, like 30s, he will fit right in. And I think that's a great compliment, because you know why? All the dads in Vancouver who are in their 30s are so fit and actually, like, I would say one of the most hot dudes of all time. It makes sense why they're hot, because they're hot. That's why they got married. If they're not hot, then they're not married. You know what I'm saying? Vancouver dads gotta be pretty close to the hottest dads worldwide. So true. I didn't know, but like I think my ideal male is Vancouver dads in 30s. Like, they dress so well. They're so kind. They're so like, their manner is so like well mannered, and they got some money, they got stable job, they got the looks. Honestly, they got everything. But then, you know, I realized how Chet was like, yeah, we know, okay, we know you love this baldy, that's why you married him. Yeah, we know that you were a fan of this guy called Northernlion. No wonder why you married him. And then I was like, come on, guys. I mean, I like this guy. I love this guy. But I don't know if I'm #1 fan. But then again, I realized that I had his stream open, watching him play a game on stream. And I also, on the YouTube, I was on the Library of Laterno channel and just watching his videos. Like, it was not enough to just watch his live stream. I was watching live stream and the clips of Ryan's stream when I was not watching. I'm dual monitored Ryan. And if Ryan is next to me, then I'm triple Ryan, dude. Laid to bed last night because she was watching my vid. So true. I'm coming to bed late because I like, you know, like I don't have enough time to catch Ryan's stream live. So I gotta watch his VOD. So So I'm like, I gotta catch up, dude. I watch his videos, and then I watch his VOD, and I watch his live stream. My God, I don't even have enough time, dude. It was so funny because like, many people ask like, how did you met Ryan? You know, kind of a thing, and then one of my cousin asked like, how did you meet your husband? And then I was like, oh, when I was in university, I came across his YouTube channel and I really liked his content. So I messaged him and then we started to talk and then, you know, and like I dated him and we got married. And then she's like, oh my gosh, it's like dreams come true fairy tale kind of like relationship story and like love story. And I was like, huh? Like I didn't feel like that. And I was like, what do you mean? And then she's like, well, you were like his #1 fan, and then like you talked to him, and then he responded, and like you dated him, and now you're married. And I was like, I wouldn't say I was like #1 fan. I just enjoyed his content. I just kind of like, yo, what's up kind of a thing. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I love you, please reply to me. Like I wasn't like that. But then she was like, don't ruin this for me. You are his #1 fan, and you messaged him, and then he replied, and then you got married. This is like every fan's wet dream. And I was like, okay, I won't ruin it to you, because like I mean it wasn't really like, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like the guy or anything, but literally my damp dream. So damp. Girl, you got a basement down there. Well, I think it's because my cousin, she is Korean. Like, she lives in Korea. Like, she never lived anywhere else. And there's, like, a huge K-pop culture, right? Like, so many, like, K-pop. Like, you got the fans, and all the girls go like, squee! I love this boy from boy band. Oh my gosh, if only, like, my husband would be, like, this boy band member or something like that. So I think she kind of, like, took it a little differently than how I explained it, due to the cultural difference, but you know, whatever. I guess similar enough. I don't know. Imagine the lucky gal that naps squeaks. Guys, can you like stop mentioning other streamers? Cause like you guys mentioning Germa, and then I'm like, I gotta keep up with this content, and I had to follow Germa last week. And then quickly I realized Germa doesn't go live every day. It's like he goes live like once or twice a week or something. And now I'm like, how am I gonna catch him live? I don't have time. I cannot talk to my chat because like I don't have context of Germa. So many people go like, holy shit, Germa's live, guys, Germa's live. And then people just like, they run away from my stream and they were like, guys, Germa's live. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? And like I'm trying to keep it up with this like Germa guy, and then now you're mentioning this new guy named Squeaks. I can't do this. I gotta keep on with Northernlion, Germa, and now Squeaks. Now you got next one. Who is it? XQT? I actually don't know the name. Whatever. It's okay. Ex-Quebec, but people call him XQC for short. No, I barely learned about Germa, dude. People, like, the comment section always be like, oh my gosh, like, Ryan is so much like Germa, or like, Germa is so much like Ryan. Oh my gosh, something Germa, something Germa. And I'm just like, now I need to know this guy in order to understand the context, because I have no idea who this Germa guy is. And I can't even catch him live, and then I told Ryan, I'm like, oh my gosh, did you know that Germa guy, he only streams like 3 times a week or something like that? And then Ryan's like, yeah. And I'm just like, dude, he must be so rich. that's like a rich streamer thing. He doesn't like go live every day. He just like goes live whenever he feels like it. He's like, oh my god, he must be so set. He must be so rich. Don't go to Germa's Wikipedia page. His twisted crimes are graphically detailed. Okay, what the hell is that even mean? I don't... Twisted crimes? What the fuck is twisted crimes? Graphically detailed? What are you talking about, dude? That is Germa joke? My god. And then you guys talking about... Who's the other guy? Other famous guy? Streams on YouTube? Because you always go like, oh, that guy's also cool. So I had to like watch his stream too. Ludwig! That's why. That's right. And I'm just like trying to keep it up, man. My dudes, there's so many people. How do you have time to watch everybody? It's crazy. And then like I was watching Ludwig's stream yesterday for like 20 minutes because I don't have free time, man. But I managed to watch 20 minutes. And then he got like the TTC on. And then everyone just goes, testicles, testicles, testicles. And then Ludwig was like, guys, please stop saying that. People who have never watched me might have a bad idea of what I like. And then people kept going like, testicles, testicles, testicles. And I was very confused. I was like, why do they keep saying testicles?
Alright, we lost like, what, 40 seconds there? Oh, this song's also good.
OMG Ludwig, that was so bog. Like so pog that it's making me pog so
Dude,
much.
seriously, you gotta stop.
Pog, 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 testicles, testicles, testicles.
Seriously, man, you're scaring the new viewers.
I love watching Twitch.
Someone watched like one of my shorts or videos and they're like, this guy seems cool, let me check out the stream. And then they come in here and you're talking like that and they're like, maybe not. I actually like some sort of humility in life.
He leaked his testicles on Patreon, not even a joke. You cannot, like, spreading lies. Because I would believe it. I don't know what's the truth.
I'll show you my balls.
Okay, sweet. Can we put that on Patreon?
Oh my god, they're bigger than mine.
Those are some plump nuts.
This is some big nuts.
Can we put that on Patreon?
Yeah. You know what's insulting is Cutie says my nuts aren't that big.
They're huge.
Big.
I know.
Now, it wasn't by his own choosing. This wasn't his plan. It wasn't like some kind of mogul male move here to get content out of it. He was on the Cold Ones podcast, and during the Patreon cut, he playfully pulled his sack out, and it's on full display. It's very bold, very proud. And Chad had asked if he wanted them censored in the Patreon cut, to which Ludwig replied, yeah. But Chad apparently misunderstood what he was saying here, so then told the editor not to bother censoring it. So then on the Patreon cut, his nuts were just fully there.
Oh yeah, that did actually happen. It is true. That is not actually a lie. Okay, what's the context? Was it like a pixel of testicle? Or was it the full testicle? Or was it like a body shot, but then like there was a little leakage? You cannot just say this guy just showed his testicles. Like, was it like for charity thing? Like, if I were to raise this much money for charity, I will show you a testicle, and then it was a joke, but then they actually reached it, and then he's like, God damn. Like, what's the context? So this podcast shows explicit content on their Patreon exclusive. He was drunk on a podcast. Hold on, looking up Ludwig's testicles to confirm. What's happening? I just mentioned stop naming other streamers because I just don't have enough time to catch up with anything. And my dudes are just like, now you guys are looking up someone else's testicles, dude. It's crazy. And there was a misunderstanding. They didn't realize he wanted to be censored. So they released it uncensored. Oh no, I feel bad for this guy. Northernlion's testicle leak. And that's like such a strong. He got a strong mindset. Like, if I were to have testicles and somehow I leaked my testicles, and then my chat just donates money and keep going testicles, 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 I think I won't be able to stream anymore. Well, okay, how about this? I'm just having a question. would exposing your testicles be the same level of exposing your boobs? Or is it less? Like, how conscious of men with their balls? Or are you guys like, we don't care about balls? Or like, are like boobs are more big deal, or balls are more big deal? Balls is less judgment, but he has huge balls. I'm gonna ban your ass, dude. Stop with the aggro. I know you might be telling the truth, but it's just too much information, okay? You didn't need the second part. I literally asked for I literally asked for opposite of this, and yet this is happening. Now I'm learning about some other dude's balls and how he has big balls. If I ever see Ludwig in real life, now I have to keep my eyes above the shoulder line. You know what I'm saying? You guys did this to me. Now I'm cursed. I won't be able to accidentally look at that. I was like, maybe I might drop my phone. Maybe I might drop my coin. Maybe I might drop my wallet. But I would have to don't look. Cause as a person, you kind of does he really have big balls? I kind of want to see, you kind of, but now I can't. Now I won't be able to know. It's like when women show their boobs, you kind of look at it. Even women look at other women's boobs and they go they got nice titties, I don't never not look boobs. Oh, I guess you already know that though. I refuse to accept responsibility for Kate's getting caught staring. Excuse me, you're literally the one person in chat who is responsible for this, because nobody else told me any great detail about this exposed balls. And now I know it's big and stretchy or long or low hanging or something. Now you cursed me. You basically said, don't stare at the pink elephant in the room. And now I'm where's the pink elephant? Where's the pink elephant? You freaked me, dude. Now that I unfortunately learned about Ludwig's not so secret ball imagery, as a trade, Ryan do be having long balls. So true. So balls are less bad than boobs? Or boobs are worse? Because I asked a question, but there only 3 people answered. Now we're cursed with the information. You see? Do you know how I feel? Now when you see Ryan in public, now you're gonna be fuck, I cannot stare at his balls. But the case that he got a long balls, now I want to see just to see how long the balls are. You are now cursed. Welcome to my world. Boobs, balls, tier when? Balls are worse? Easily? But aren't the boobs worse? Cause balls got no nipples, but boobs got the nipples. You know what I mean? When it comes to boobs, you become such a judgmental piece of garbage when it comes to nipples and go your nipples are too pink, too big, too small. They're not lined up perfectly. One is higher than the other. But then nobody goes with your balls are bigger than the other or something. No one wants to see balls, but everyone wants to see boobs. I think everyone wants to see the boobs, but not the nipples, right? Because when it comes to boobs with nipple, then people go whoa, that's too much. But then when it comes to the boob with no nipple, and then they go that's great. Think about it this way: if balls had cleavage like boobs, it would be so much worse. Can you not create cleavage with your balls? Cause you have 2 balls. Can you not make a little can you not force it to happen? I don't know, man. I'm not a dude. I got no balls. I'm just wondering. Scientifically, I'm just wondering. Ball cleavage sounds revolutionary. Oh my gosh, what? How people, they go the standard of beauty is changing. What if in the out future, what if the standard of beauty for male
is like the cleavage of balls. Oh my god, dude! You heard it first time here. Mark my word. I'm gonna be like the future teller or something. Future I don't know. Future I actually no, not fortune teller. It's not fortune. It's more like future cosmetic identifier. I don't know. Okay, think about NL's calves too much? Nah, man. If anything, I'm more of like a slender body type of a person. I don't really like built bodies. I don't really like all these like muscle curves. My like ideal male body type is very much like Asian, where it's like kind of like slim and long legs kind of a style, you know? Yeah, like swimmer's body. Perfect swimmer's body. Cause it's like they're not like thin, but they're not super built, but they got the muscle, but it's not like, you know what I mean, like curvy, like so like muscles up and down. Woman with the muscle though, dude, woman with like the swimmer's body, kind of like muscle toned body. Oh, that is like the most sexy body too. Physical 100 was such an attractive show. Physical 100, the guy that I was like, wow, that guy is hot, was the guy who got eliminated on like the first official round. He was the farmer guy. I don't know if you guys remember. He's built, but he's not like bodybuilder. But like the farmer guy, he was like the hottest. But like he got eliminated on the first round. And I was like, no, my farmer guy. If you were female, it might be a little bit opposite. Because like the female bodybuilders, oh my gosh, they scared the hell out of me. I was like, I think I'm good. The female bodybuilders, I was like so like freaked out. I don't know what it is. It's just like so unnatural. I just like it's like oh throwing shades. I'm sorry, but like I don't know. I think it's just like natural human behavior when you see something like out of ordinary. Like you go like, whoa, what's that? WTF? The female bodybuilders are hot. There was like one hot lady, but then like other bodybuilder ladies like scared the heck out of me. It's almost like maybe like I'm feeling my life being threatened when I see them. Like I feel like they can squeeze me like a can. Like I feel like if I were to see them in real life, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like they could easily squeeze me into like a can and like I will die in like one fist. And I'm like, it's scary. It's scary. I think that's why I'm scared. Like, it's like, life threatening. Exactly. Where's the problem? Oh, the problem is that my life is in danger. That's the danger. I'm like, I will be squeezed into a can. That will be the problem. The part where I die. This is called excitement. Excuse me! Watanabe! What's going on? Oh my god! All of the people on the show could crush my skulls between their biceps. That being said, I could have won Physical 100. I bet, oh my gosh, I bet almost like 80% of men who watch Physical 100 is like you. I could have won Physical 100. Like 80% easily. I'm not even joking. Even Ryan was like, I can win this easily until the last stage. And then he was like, okay, maybe I don't have a chance. But he was rooting for the cyclist because, you know, he, like, Ryan uses Peloton. So he's like, if the cyclist wins, then, like, basically I win, is what Ryan was thinking, which I thought was hilarious. I wish I lived in your world where muscly woman wants to break me. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's too late. It's too late. You waited too long. The farmer guy, if he was 30-something dad in the city. Dude, oh my god, if the farmer guy is a dad and he's in 30s and he's living in Vancouver, bro. Oh my god, loli! Any muscly woman in chat who wants to break my scrawny ass guys apart, my DMs are open. You guys are like so frigged. I don't want to be friends with y'all anymore. It's just, I don't know, it's what's wrong with you? You're nasty. You're nasty. Okay, you didn't know people are horny for strong women these days? No? How would I know that? How would I know that? Do I like go ask around like, hey dude, are you horny for a strong woman? How would I supposed to know that? People are always like, crush me mommy. It's everywhere. Do you understand? I gotta watch Ryan's stream, Ryan's VOD, Ryan's clips, and then if I have time, now I gotta watch Germa. I don't have time for like any other media consumption. It's like, now you're asking me to go out and look for people going crush me mommy? All I'm seeing in the comment section is +2, Ryan Daddy, oh my gosh, step on me, yes. Baldy, Maldy, Baldy, Maldy. I love this bald motherfucker. He's my daddy. Moldy, baldy. That's all I know. That's all I know. I remember I was watching, like now I like sometimes I have to watch Chibli's stream. I don't know, man. And then like yesterday was my first ever watching Ludwig's stream, and then it was like 30-minute or the 20-minute that I watched him was just testicles, testicles, testicles. Like everyone would just donate money and be like, hey, what a funny thing, ha ha ha, here's a joke. And then they always end their donation with testicles, testicles, testicles. I was like, what's going on, dude? Testicles, testicles, testicles. Damn, that shit is so funny every time I say it. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. I no wonder why the chatters were keep spamming testicles all like everywhere. I don't know why. When I watched it, I was like, what's wrong with Ludwig's chatters? They're so crazy. And now I'm like, I became one of them. I'm like, they're not wrong. It's actually kind of funny every time. Wait, hold on. Real question. Are the big balls better than small balls? Or small balls better than big balls? I don't know, man. I'm just asking. No, is there no, like, you know, size doesn't matter kind of thing? But if you got small balls, wouldn't you be more self-conscious? What if your partner goes like, oh my gosh, you got such a tiny balls? Wouldn't you be like, no? I don't know. Do women care about balls? I don't know. Don't men care about balls? I thought women only care about sushi. Clueless. +2. I think people are getting genuinely uncomfortable with the sushi joke. Really? Is it because it's true? I do get a little uncomfortable when Ryan goes like, do you want sushi for dinner? I'm just like, are you testing me, bro? Because like always my answer is yes. But then now I'm self-conscious to say yes. So I go, I don't know. But then again, I do ask for like, for Father's Day, I did get Ryan pizza for lunch. So there is that. And then Ryan said, Pog pizza for lunch? And I'm like, Got him. You should not let him stream past 2 p.m. Honestly, he's gonna get himself in trouble. I don't know, were you there when Ryan was like turned gay? AKA when I was not at home for a week. I was gone for a week to Japan. And then I'm getting like DMs. Ping, 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 ping. And then my chatters DMing me going like, Kate, oh my gosh, please come home, please. And I'm like, holy shit, what happened? Is the house on fire? And then the chat goes like, no, Ryan turned gay. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, please, Kate, you gotta come home. He can't stop himself. He's just like talking about sucking dicks. And I was like, what? And then they were giving me links. And it's just like Ryan going like, yo, I suck dicks or something. I suck dicks every day, all day or something. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Whenever they were like, okay, you... And then I remember when I came back from Japan, literally all chat was like holding my arms. And it was like, please, Kate, whatever you do, please do not leave Ryan alone ever again. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Except I wasn't there. I just saw a clip of like Robert talking about dicks. And then Ryan going like, so true, dude. I love dicks. And then the chatter goes, what? And then Ryan's like, I'm joking. Unless. And then people are like flipping. They were like, oh, okay, please. Didn't turn gay. Oh, I see. Didn't turn gay for Korea vacation. It's because he got norovirus. He got norovirus. And he was shitting. I remember I asked him how bad was the norovirus. And then Ryan said, let me just say that I'm glad that you weren't at home. And I was like, oh no. And then Ryan said, I basically just sat on the toilet the whole time. And I was like, oh. Did he share his journey of norovirus, Chet? He must have, right? Yes, he was basically dead. Do I get a supercut for norovirus segment for NL? Okay, sure. Wait, is okay, sure mean like there is, or okay, sure, I will make one? I can just pull them from the compilation of that week. Oh no. I will make one for you. Thank you very much. You're my hero. I will watch it and I will make a comment and I will give you a thumbs up. Salmonella and the Campylobacter. He do be like collecting all, right? Salmonella, Campylobacter, norovirus. I mean like...
No.
Ooh, he got you. He got you. Damn, son. Gotta see how the life insurance checks pan out. Same, brother. How come when I say it, it sounds like I'm about to murder him? But then when you say it, it's like you're actually worrying for him. It's kind of like... It's not fair, is it? I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, you know, like, I worry about him. Not like, man. I wonder how much the life insurance is gonna be. Yummy, yummy. Okay, would you still love us if we were worms? You guys are basically worms in my mind. Not saying that as like, that's a negative thing. It's more like... It's just, you know... Kate's cheddar be like... What the hell? Kate, have you tried chess before? Yo, give that guy the en passant clip. Where's the en passant clip? That clip made it onto Hikaru's channel. That is goated. And he laughed. He smiled at me. The chess god. Is there even something that I can do? What does that even mean? It was not even in English! It was not in English!
It's a maneuver never before seen in
What
casual
the shit
chess.
is that?
In
What
casual
the shit
chess.
is that? It's just so good. It's so good. That's my third top clip. What's my first? The first one is a Stardew. Okay, when you just say Stardew, I have no idea.
Does your pussy play Mario Maker? I don't think so. Does your pussy play Mario Maker? I don't think so.
What? Excuse me? That's the most view? That's so cursed. I don't even remember the context of that. Baby. Can I have the... Oh no. No! 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 Wait, hold on! No! My Google Chrome crashed! My Google Chrome! No! No, please! Please, 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 no, please, no, no! No! Hey, don't rob me, okay? Don't rob me, Jet! Jet, my Google Chrome crashed! Ah, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What did you do? Did you rob me? No! I couldn't see my chat! Fuck, what happened? What happened? What the heck? The tablecloth changed too! Fuck. What happened? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to catch up, but then I'm actually speed chessing, cause I don't have time. Wait, hold on. Oh, 4, 5, 8. Oh my gosh, please. Let me win. I came back, please. Let's go! Hey, baby! Let's go! Number one. Yay! Oh, I didn't know in the background it goes win. That's cute. Oh my gosh, what a hectic gameplay. Oh my, they all left.
It's morbing time. Speaking outrageously, I eat some blood. My name's Dr. Michael Morbius. I practice my craft. Oh, I am not quite morbing. Oh, I am fast in bed. Sorry.